second series of the closed qualifiers for ESL 1 Birmingham. It is a level 1 team fight to break out, sadly, but we do get to see maybe a bit of an engagement over this bounty rune as Ken is thinking about jumping in, but does think better of it. Though a nice hoop stop from Jabs, actually going to land off the back of Q with the flame break, and Ken is going to go down.
With the early lead Armel has in terms of EXP and earlier 6 timing into the roll without the remnants.
Yeah, jump was there from Jabs, CDR dropping extremely low, and it seems as though he will eventually burn to the damage of Q. Firefly proves to be enough. The Castaway might be able to trade lives here, but no. Q's still able to walk his way out. They do get away with the CDR kill. Meanwhile, bottom, they do at least get a trade here with Ollie.
Build up for Q to start clearing out, or for Armel, or Savage to clear out down the line. And does set up nicely.
We got the flame break here from Q, but the chase is on. Blood grenade was popped. Ken, he's moving rather slowly, and Q, just with the Firefly chasing him down, unable to finish off the kill quite yet as Castaway does move in with the cold embrace to try and help Ken out. Ken, nice juke on the shield crash, but it won't matter anyway. He will go down. Castaway will lose his life, and so will Bombi. 3 down for the side of Neon Esports. One minute Savage may get caught. Farming this jungle, Castaway's right by his side. So is JG moving in slowly. 23 Savage, he hits the level 6 mark. He'll try to survive, but the RP comes out. JG wasting no time. They are at least chasing CDR up at the top lane, so Jab's making the call. Rotate over and help him out. Even the Stampede pop just sure they can kill this Luna. CDR will eventually go down to the damage of Armel as they'll find Castaway to boot. Castaway trying to run through the terrain up towards the high ground. Goes back low, but it may not matter. The chase is continuing. There are more rotations incoming from Neon. They will try to trade. A nice pushback landing on Ollie. The Q is still running. The chase is on, but a hoof stop will save for now. Bombi still chasing, does secure the bat. And in fact, they might even have a Centaur on their hands. Jabs trying his best to trade effectively for his team, but it cost them so much.
7-5, 1k lead still standing for Aurora, but it's not quite the amount you'd want, considering you do have the Alchemist. We'll find Bombi.
Yeah, poor old Bombi. Pop the lasso here. The lobbing arms of Jabs. He really has no chance of survival there on the Hoodwink. We'll just go ahead and farm that up completely. Stampede, mid lane. Who have they got? It's going to be Ken. Ken trying to remnant it out of there. The chase is still on Q. Going right to the remnant and Armel. Right on target.
It's literally what he's been playing for, what, a month in pro games now? And hasn't had words to say about it. He's just playing that.
Savage. The team's doing very well, Savage. You don't want to die like this. He might barely survive, but not quite. TPs were incoming, but it means nothing. It has to cancel. It's only Ollie that commits to TP.
He's got the good ward set up as well to keep watch. Love this ward right by the Watcher down on the tier 2 bot. Sneaky ward.
This goes out from Castaway. Actually might find a few before he dies, and he will. Castaway buying time. JG's around the corner with the blink up. Will go for it, but does not have RP. Right for the skewer. Let's not get so lucky. They'll move on to Bombi now. Bombi in trouble. Savage will chase him down and eventually does find the pesky squirrel. Meanwhile, Ken trying to find more trades. Does go after Ollie. Forces out the egg. Ken, can you actually deal with the egg? Of course not. He does have to rip it away.
But Neon, they've just been on a constant aggressive, punishing these forays from Aurora. Q maybe baiting out a bit.
Absolutely a little bit cautious. Yeah, waiting. Lasso out, but a nice curse. Another great curse from Castaway, going to lock them down. Arnold's going to move in with his blink up in the Rolling Thunder. They'll still try after CDR. The Cold Embrace will buy him more time though. With the rest of Neon, they have grouped up, ready to go. CDR is still alive throughout all of this as Jabs. Jabs does go down, and now they've got Armel. Oh boy, and here comes Savage. One by one they will come, and one by one they may fall. CDR though, CDR, he does go down, but Savage, is it really worth your life? I don't think it is. A full team wipe out for Neon Esports.
The momentum Neon's picking up, how willing they are to take these fights.
It's alright. Although, Lasso is out, they've got Savage again. I mean, maybe they can at least get the Ember. Curse is out now as well, stopping the Stampede chase coming out from Jabs. Castaway cannot TP. I mean, it was an attempt, I suppose. Now CDR's been caught out. Armel trying to find some more value, but CDR is able to TP away. They know that Savage is somewhere in the triangle right now, apparently stunning himself up here on the Ancients. Here comes the cavalry. Neon wanting to set up new move on the Q. Q, a lot of A12 stuff, has nowhere to go but down, and eventually does die. Savage is trying to move in with this Radiance build-up. They want to go for the fight. There's no RP available on JG, so one is down. That is Castaway gone, and now Bombi to follow. A 2-for-1 trade in the favor of Aurora once again.
This might be a worthwhile trade if they can find something more on the back.
Yeah, trying to get very aggressive. JG, he's going to find himself jabs on the Centaur, splitting them up nicely. Jab's going to try for a TP out. You do have the curse, and Castaway is forced to commit it. Meanwhile, Ken, he's found another turn. Armel and Ollie are both gone. 3 down, and Neon, they are not stopping. They want more.
Painful. They pop the clips, but for Roshan, worthwhile.
Yeah, I mean, CDR's focus. I'm not. Neon have the high ground advantage. Are going to find Ollie on that Phoenix. Wants the chemical rage to be used up. Savage, he's jumped forward. Savage has jumped forward. In comes his team. They have found CDR, though CDR going to pop his BKB and the Eclipse onto the Alchemist. Though Savage will just casually walk away. Meanwhile, Armel is holding everybody else back, just ensuring there is no help incoming. Castaway in the meantime, he'll get a curse off. He's found 2, and now the RP. They've got Jabs and Armel both locked down. But do they have the damage output? It seems like eventually they may. Armel, trying for the TP away, is barely going to make it. Oh my goodness. The fight does continue. On to Ken they go. Ken's going to turn around now. He'll have chains up in a while. Q does get caught. Meanwhile, Savage has to get his own BKB off, but he has no chemical rage available for another 10 seconds.
Ken.
It's just so much damage. Ken juking out everything, and Savage is gone. Savage is gone again. Neon still fighting. Castaway to go down as Armel does secure. Ken in the meantime trying to get the kill onto Q. Can't get quite close enough. Now Ken in trouble.
Ken?
Needs to remnant back towards JG. And does TP away. He will be alright. Bombi in position to break the smoke. Neon there casually waiting for Aurora to move up. Armel's going to break his smoke. They'll see the Pangolier. No Rolling Thunder quite yet as Savage is going to jump in preemptively with his BKB out, but he's not getting any damage off onto CDR. Meanwhile, Jabs trying to go right in onto Castaway. The Wyvern does at least go down, so they won't have the curse to worry about. So Armel still trying after Bombi. Bombi is going to be able to retreat. Savage still trying to find himself a target. They'll turn back in onto Armel as now a skewer. They've got Savage! And they've taken down Savage. JG with the perfect skewer out. We'll find the Alchemist as Ken will look for more targets. He's found himself an Armel Pangolier. Armel going to swatch away his... CDR! CDR going down now. Jabs setting up. In fact, Q's even done Bombi. Bombi to drop. Jabs will go down in the middle of all this as JG. He's going to find Ollie to boot. Armel still trying to fight this one out, but he's gone.
What is happening?
It's just a complete massacre between these two teams. Neon, they'll hang around the Roshan pit, get onto that high ground of the Twin Gate. Aurora, jump is there, JG! He's gonna find Savage again! Savage, he got the BKB off, but can he survive through it? I don't think he can, Savage is gone! JG, the perfect target, and now the curse coming out! Castaway catching 2 of them! It's 2 cores to burn!
Oh my god!
Oh boy, what a massacre! Neon Esports with the perfect setup! I'm telling you, John, JG on this Magnus, he has been making magic happen this game 1. It's onto the high ground already. Neon Esports, 32.5 minutes in. Under the T3 tower as JG's got another one. This guy's just fishing now, John. He's found himself a bird. Ollie gonna try and get his way out of there, but the chase is on from Ken, although maybe he's gone too far, but no.
Oh my god, Ken!
Ken is just juggling remnants left, right, and center.
The destiny of every Filipino.
Every Filipino with talent just ends up in the same place.
As Neon, they're ending up on the road to the high ground as, another kidnap.
Yeah, beautiful. They've got the Bat Rider again, JG. The fisherman himself finding a bat this time around as Q is gone. Armel desperately trying to defend, but an RP coming up from JG. No messing around. Locks down the Pango, though Armel still able to drive away. Ken thinking about jumping in the chase, but will not. In fact, never mind, he does. Looking for the fountain, but he gets locked down now. Ken's gone too far. Ken needs to remove himself from this situation. Or does he? The lasso is
Savage?
down. Q's going to try and drag him. Meanwhile, Savage. Where is Savage? He's gone down again. Oh, Savage is gone another time. His Jabs is now dead to boot. Savage is brought back into all this. Where the hell's Savage gone? He's TP'd down to the bottom lane now. Savage trying to fight and kill Castaway. They'll move on a camp, just look at the damage.
Oh my god!
It's a dieback. Savage is gone.
What is happening?
CDR's dead now. Well, it's a good old-fashioned Fiesta, Jonathan. Fiesta's upon us. JG's able to TP out. JG's gone.
God.
Oh, Savage. Do they know? No, they're going to go after Armel instead. RP was committed immediately. Armel just getting destroyed as Savage is going to jump in anyway. He's going to try one last time, but the curse is out. The curse is out immediately onto Savage. Jabs jumps in to try and help out. They might find Castaway, or maybe they won't. JG will RP up the arc again. Savage is down. It's time to call it, boys. There you go. GG is called. Aurora.
Oh my god.
They will drop game number 1 to Neon Esports. And Neon, I tell you, John, you know, you and I, we kept saying they're the underdogs in the draft. We kept saying that Aurora should be the huge favorites. We are going into our game 2 here between Aurora and Neon Esports. Yet to be drawn. Bottom lane, they are getting rather low. Castaway trying to retreat, but he does go down. Jabs able to secure a kill here onto the CM.
They've got their options open for Aurora to start camping.
They're going to find Castaway again. Poor old Castaway just made the walk of shame back up towards the bait, or rather the lane. Ollie, though, he's the one being chased down now as Bobby has rotated to ensure this can't keep happening. But Q does join the fray to boot. Castaway still trying to find a way of avoiding the damage incoming as Q does finally go down. Keep in mind, Armel did use pretty much all of his mana. He has a little bit left, and well, he does have 12 one charge, so it looks like he wants to try and see if he can set up for something. There's 4 heroes here from Aurora to try and force this fight against CDR and Castaway. Castaway's going to just tank the gank fight with them here up against Armel. More TPs incoming, but it will not matter. The CM is gone. Pings are pretty accurate, so CTR is not out of the woods yet. He's going to run right into Q onto the Tiny. Jabs will turn right back around as well. They will actually force the stun onto the after boot. He needs to help ASAP, but the help is not coming. The help is absolutely not coming as Aurora try. Savage forward a little bit. Savage being very cautious by that team one. The Spear is going to land perfectly onto the tree line. Can they just cancel all the opportunities he has to TP away? It seems like they... Oh, Savage does get the time walk off eventually. Bombi's actually the one to go down. And Aurora, they will respond. Savage is still alive. Ken is desperately trying to chase, but misses out on the swash. Aurora, they are going to capitalize quite heavily here as they take down 2. Might even be a 3rd as JG forced to run the old-fashioned way. Looks like eventually is set to fall. Armel will zip forward and JG is as good as dead. Real shame as well, Savage. He was 1 hit away from dying. There are heroes rotating over to try and ensure this Mars does die another time. Jabs break the tree line. Does have Black Hole if he wants it. Chrono is also up. They might just commit these 2 spells again if they really feel like they need it. JG, they definitely won't now. He's just trapped between a rock and a hard place. JG definitely going down.
This timing on the defusal at 14 minutes. Not the timing that we tend to see from a good Pango game. They might be able to chase down Q, but he's a little bit too far forward.
There, stun is out. They've got the Tiny, however, Savage going to go for a Chrono. Only found 1. This is going to be the Hoodwink, but now with the Black Hole. Jabs, he caught 3 of them. However, he's cancelled off immediately. Jabs will go down. CDR will follow, though. They've got the Alchemist gone. Armel still trying to man up, but he's completely out of mana. He is down. It's Ken. Well, Ken is still between a rock and a hard place himself. He will drop to boot of a complete team wipe here.
At least 1 major item above the next core. You're nowhere near that on the Alch just yet. It's been, again, a slower game. Aurora, they're still lining up at top here.
Yeah. Stun out, Molly. JG. Lost back from Q, stunning up towards them, and now Armel just moves in. Taking down the Mars, taking down Bobby. Ollie with the double kill of all people. Neon Esports. Desperately trying to get the BKB up on their Alchemist. Jump is there. JG has been caught by Armel. There is Hero smoking over to try and help JG out. But JG, he's forced it off the arena early. He's got no speed to follow up, but CDR, he found Armel. Black hole, it's been committed on the backside. They do at least find a Pangoli, but that's all they get out of this. Meanwhile, the Chrono, it found 2 targets. CDR, he's forced to run. So is Bombi. They found Armel, but that's about all they're going to get out of this team fight. Bombi still slowly just dying. We'll go down to Ollie. It's CDR, he is not out of the woods yet either. He's still in the jungle. If they chase him down long enough, they will find him. But they may as well just look towards perhaps that tier 2 bottom tower. I say that Q is not done. Q, the avalanche cancel on the Twin Gates usage. CDR still just trying to run. A TP in from the Mars now. JG going to join the fray, but there's just so many heroes around. Oh, Q set up perfectly. Even more value coming out from Aurora. CDR, eventually, he will go down. Although, a nice freezing field and a nice push by knocking down a couple. No bashes from Savage either on the Castaway, but they've got the CM anyway. It just doesn't matter. JG is still just trying onto Ollie. They'll get the Enchantress down, but can they survive past that? They'll try and piece on a Q, but now JG, he will just drop to the damage of this Tiny. It's Ken. Ken is the only man left standing, trying onto Armel, does find the Storm another time. But it's just such an expensive cost. Can he get out? It doesn't look like it, though he does have another swash in one. He will commit, but immediately Savage jumping right on top. In fact, there's another. Bombi's not out either, but they will leave him. The respawns are too short. So they will not see him. We'll head down south. In fact, never mind. Jabs is eventually going to run into him. Armel will get the vision. KG. You can make the argument he's tanking the gank here for the team, but toss back, bounce, Castaway again. Oral, Castaway, gonna die another time before the fight even starts. They'll go for the Rolling Thunder, they'll try to Q. In fact, the Chrono now committed. Savage is locking down 2 of them. The Rolling Thunder does absolutely nothing here in the void. They are still trying to fight this one out, but JG's now being caught. CDR joining the fray, trying to get something done for his team. But everyone is just so split up right now. Even a Black Hole being committed by Jabs. Catching 2 cores. Ken is gone. CDR is gone. It's just a messy, messy engagement. Neon Esports.
Worry about your backline being jumped. Your Crystal Maiden is not even able to use Solar Crest on a core.
Bombi, he was so close to having the smoke broken, but doesn't go towards the east where the storm was. Ollie. This is a target you certainly look towards. Eastwood was also committed. Problem is, there's just no damage incoming. Here comes Ken to try and help out. The Edge is still alive, finally going down, but it's going to be at a heavy cost. Castaway's gone. They will try onto the Pango now. CDR is trying to go after Armel. But gone to the Tiny instead. Q now being targeted here by Bombi and Ken and CDR. Meanwhile, in the back there, they're going to lose JG on the Mars. It's still not looking like the greatest team fight here for Neon, but they'll try for more. Armel and Jabs dropping low to Ken. Ken desperately trying to secure some kills here, but Armel is just manning up with the damage at Brune. Ken, he'll find one of them. Maybe he can find another here onto Jabs. Maybe he can keep going. But he's out of range now for the swash. So head down south towards Ken. Ken's a big target. This is there, Vortex is out. Mapango just cannot survive, though a nice arena. No, the bashes coming in from Savage, not allowing the getaway. It's just such a tough scenario now. Q jumping in again, gets a nice toss back on a Bombi, and Bombi is just deleted. CDR, but he breaks the links of Savage, but that's about all he does. It's Aurora through the bottom lane, they'll go into the mid. There is still a T2 tower standing in that top lane, but Castaway. It's kind of the thing with Q Tiny, right? Like, it's a hero you can't give this man. He's just too damn good.
Neon is still hanging around the arrow. Around Roche here, though.
They certainly are. Rain it down, but 23 Savage. He gets the BKB off in time, and now the Chrono, it does catch one. It is the Pangoli being caught in that Chrono, just on the edge. Meanwhile, JG, caught again on the Mars, is going to go down. Roshan completely available. They don't want that though, they want more kills. They're going to fight Bombi. Trying for the TP play out will not make it. We'll see what Neon can do. They are still holding on to this game number 2. Up in, Ollie is going to be the target though. JG misses out of the God's Rebuke immediately. Savage, more than happy to jump in. Armel's there as well, and Q with the setup again. 3 down immediately for Neon Esports. Jabs even finding the ping on the side. Commits the black hole. Ken, he does at least buy some space for CDR, but not much space. CDR still being chased by Q. GG's call. They have seen enough. Aurora, they will secure game number 2, forcing us to a game 3 of this best of 3 series. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're going into our game number 3 of this best of 3. Because Bombi looking to stack up as many Shadow Poisons as possible as Castaway. In danger is going to go down. Jabs able to pick up first blood, though can he survive the damage output of CDR now? Oh, that's a great snowball from Q. He's going to buy the space. So Ollie does also go down to the bottom lane, and with nothing is really found here for Neon at the top. I suppose one way to deal with them, John, just it's fine. Q, Castaway. Nice little wild wicket trip, trick up towards the north. Jabs, still in trouble now. He's going to be chased down by CDR, and he's gone. He's feeling confident after that last engagement. Castaway's going to find Ollie in the tree line. Dip in from Armel to ensure that they will lose Castaway. Like CDR also getting caught in the shards of Q, but Q not able to lock him down long enough. In fact, now the snowball to go past the Ursa. The Ursa going to be perfectly fine. In fact, now they've gone a bit too far. Q maybe dragging his team into the depths. Although nice Earthspike out catching CDR. CDR's down. The RP though. JG locking a couple down, but it won't matter. They don't have the damage. Not without the Ursa, they don't. JG is gone. Ken will at least find Ollie on the line, but it's still looking pretty damn good for Aurora. Q may go down to boot though, and it seems as though he will. Bombi able to secure another kill for his team. They're going to find Jabs. The Razor disruption to lock him down for a little bit, just ensuring the static link could not continue. Ken does not have chains available, but Jabs, he will still tie to the remnant damage on the way out. Ken's going to be just fine to avoid the initial Earth Spike. We'll move up again. Armel in a position to just try and jump the backline if he needs to, and he will. Looking for JG on the Magnus, not allowing the blink in for the RP. Ken will just retreat back now as they're going to jump in on Bombi, but Bombi will get the disruption off for now. Eventually though, Bombi should just die. The JG is still unable to get the blink off for the RP, so we'll go for the skewer instead, fighting 2 targets, but where's the damage? Oh, there's no damage. CDR, he wasn't prepped for that. He wasn't ready to jump in. They are still going to go for the fight, but it seems as though Aurora are well and truly in a position to go for this fight now. They'll chase that cast. Oh, never mind. CDR, he annihilates Jabs, but it costs him his own life. Ollie was ready with the finger. So you get the offlane Razor, but it's at the cost of your Ursa. It's not going to feel too good.
They can keep forcing this pressure out.
They certainly can. Neon in a prime position here to take this game number 3 as Jabs again has been caught. JG, perfect skew round on the Razor. They want more. Ken, he's having a hunt around, though he barely misses out on finding Armel with the chains. Armel, he will see the smoke broken on JG. Zips away. CDR is actually on the chase here. Armel completely out of mana now. Going to try and go for perhaps the Lotuses, but no, has to leave. But he has no way out. He'll zip one more time, but that was the Soaring committed. Oh, he zipped right past CDR. Then you're in huge danger against the Ursa, because it only takes one bash. That's all he requires. A Savage. RP is out. JG's caught the big one. He has got the big target. Savage is going to try and BKB through this, but it means nothing. It meant nothing. CDR now looking for the team fight, and the buybacks are incoming. Ollie to join the fray once again. Bombi may just go down. CDR also to go. In fact, they'll even find Armel, but it's still a decent fight here for the side of Aurora. Is Ken dropping low, but JG! JG with a 3-man skew around. Jabs is gone. Holy!
I will never forget the Legion Commander dueling for no reason just to give away the kill and then clapping away.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
Q is something outstanding. He gets a kick back onto Ken. Problem is, Q is dead. BKB popped by JG a little bit early on. Maybe looking for the blink in for the RP. There's a nice double chains out from Ken. Mel's going to vortex him back as well on the Ember. Ollie's just slowly just being chipped away at with his sleight of fist from the Ember as well, so you've got to be very cautious. Savage desperately trying to farm it up while they are defending high ground. In goes JG, he'll fight an RP out, the skewer will not land, but the Ursa's right on top of Jabs. Jabs trying to run, may just make it barely, and does do so. Now the Eclipse comes out, perhaps it's the fight that Aurora have been looking for, but for now they only really find Bombi, and that'll be enough. Jabs?
The best defense is a good offense, Mike.
Thank you, John. Jabs gonna find Castaway. Oh, Jabs! Gets jumped by CDR. Now the RP comes out! Oh, JG's caught a couple. Jabs will go down. Still, they do find themselves Ken on the Ember. Ken will survive for now, though needs a way out of this situation with the BKB. He'll just run. He'll run the old-fashioned way. Q will go down to the task. Ken is still running. He'll jump right back in. Jumps right back out. In fact, he's full HP again.
Got the cheese.
He can just keep going. The cheese was eaten. Is Ken? Ken remnant back towards the east. Meanwhile, Jabs needs to get the hell out of there. 20C Savage wants to keep the fight going here on the Luna. Armel is gone again. Ken is still dancing around them all together as Savage. Savage, has he gone too far? I think he may have. He needs to go for the team fight, or rather just the man fight, I think. But he is gone. No buyback available, John X-Fire. Meanwhile,
he thought he didn't need it.
They're on to Ken still. Ken is still not dead. Ken is still going. Somebody tell Ken the fight's over.
But still, the fighting is never over. Roshan will fall for the side of Neon.
CDR smoked up here. CDR. He's got 2 lives available for the next 4 minutes. It's kind of hard for him to be afraid, but he is going to be hesitant. Play it safe. Back off for now. Chains out on to Q. In fact, they'll get a nice 4-star bomb. Who the hell was that? Somebody 4-star Q out of the base. Armel's gonna jump in. He'll try onto the supports, but nobody's taking damage yet. He'll try onto Savage. Now Savage will get caught by an RP. They are still trying to get through his HP pool. CDR's right on top though, and now the chain's out. Ken! He will lock him down again. No buyback available for the Luna. Can Armel do it? Can Armel hold for his team? CDR very low, trying to go further. May just lose the Aegis here. It seems as though Neon in the meantime, they smell blood in the water. They want to go for the jugular.
There's no buybacks at all on Aurora. They're going to be forced to play defensive. There's no way Armel can try to play offensively. Taking one game off of Aurora would have been a big story enough on its own, but taking a series as well in such strong fashion?
So you do have the kick back into the fountain. That's pretty much the only play left, I think. Armel's going to jump in. They'll try for the kickback onto the Ember, but it's not quite far enough. So they do have the Science of Ice set up here from Armel, but it's just doing not enough damage, not enough control. And now Armel, he's just trapped up. He will at least get back to the fountain, though barely. 13 more seconds for Savage. The game is not over. Back to the Megas, boys. There's still one range rack standing. In fact, Aurora, they're going to try and hold out. Ken is down. That is a dieback on the Ember. Hold on a gosh darn minute. They did not take Megas. Boy. They left the range barracks. Oh, Castaway scored out now. Castaway scored.
Oh boy, Neon. It's going to be down to position. It's going to be down to JG. If they do force this out on the side of Aurora.
Oh, RP's out.
There you go.
They've got Savage. They have got Savage again. He's going to try and BKB through this one.
Snowball
will save. Q buys a bit more time. Maybe Savage can get out of there. The 4-star away. He's going to make it. He is going to make it though. Bombi catches them with disruption, but it's not enough. Savage, he is still perfectly fine. He will move back into the tier 3 tower.
What a bash.
Oh, bashes out. CDR still trying. Does get Armel. Savage gonna try and back his way out. It's too late though. He is down, but he'll buy back again. They've got to go for the all-in play, it seems.
Aegis expired?
Aegis does expire. Savage has to walk up the old-fashioned way. Castaway in the meantime has been caught. It'll be another hero down by the seams of it though. No, he does end up bouncing away.
Aurora, this is their opening though. Need to force something out, but it's a risk if Savage dies now.
Savage, he could die now. CDR going to jump in with the enraged pop, immediately trying to go after Q, but no, he wants Jabs first with the Razor. In fact, he's getting kited very, very hard. Snowball's going to come out onto the Ursa. That was a Lotus Orb usage. CDR, he's dropping low. CDR is gone. but he'll buy back. The Ursa is back into the fight. Savage now dropping low. There goes Jabs. Savage needs a way out. In comes Ollie to save the day. He'll hex up the Ember. Ken is still alive. Ken is still alive.
Oh my
He
god!
will get his way out. Savage, he will also survive for the time being. Meanwhile, Ollie will go down. There's only one hero left. It is only Savage against the world. And the chase is on. Savage, he will barely TP away. He'll get the Megas first. Secure the Mega Creeps this time around. Onto the tier 4 towers. Glyph will be forced. 15 seconds for Armel to be back. It's 15 seconds, it just feels too long. There's a buyback now, Jabs. Finally gets it on cooldown. RP was completely with you, JG. This is going to go after the Angel. Up against Aurora.